Despite hearing many inspiring stories about celebrities who started from a difficult place financially, the opposite is also true. Musicians, athletes, movie stars, and more manage to reach new monetary heights and somehow manage to spend it all and even find themselves bankrupt and in debt. Here are 10 celebrities that made all the money they needed and lost it. Michael Jackson. The king of pop had to ask for several loans, some of which he never repaid. His famous ranch was even at risk of being foreclosed. At his passing, a coroner's assistant estimated that he was between $400 million and $500 million in debt. Nicolas Cage. Cage bought a large number of houses, vehicles, and rare items. The Internal Revenue Service placed tax liens on several of his properties and then fined him for $6 million for failing to pay his taxes in 2007. Floyd Mayweather Jr. It was reported that Mayweather had owed the Internal Revenue Service money for more than a decade. This resulted in a debt of $22.2 million, causing him to come out of boxing retirement to help cover his debt. Mike Tyson. By 2003, Tyson had debts in the US, Britain, with lawyers, to a personal trainer, a financial manager, and a music producer, among others. He also had to pay $9 million in his divorce and child support fees. Today he seems to be financially stable once again. 50 Cent. In 2015, it was reported that he owed a total of $32.5 million between lawsuits and unpaid child support. The following year, he filed for bankruptcy. Mark Twain. After several famous books, his publishing brand went bankrupt, mainly because of an economic downturn. In 1894, he declared bankruptcy, but managed to recover some income as an author and through interviews. Larry King. King started out as a broadcaster in Florida in the 1950s and 1960s, but in 1971, he was charged with larceny and stealing $5,000 from his then business partner. This affected his career, which put him in very large amounts of debt until declaring bankruptcy in 1978. Stephen Baldwin. The actor and brother of Alec Baldwin declared bankruptcy in 2009 after several debts and some foreclosed properties. History repeated itself in 2017 after his house was foreclosed upon after failing to make his payments. On another occasion, he was arrested and sentenced to 5 years in prison for failing to pay taxes for 3 years in a row. MC Hammer. His international hit You Can't Touch This earned him $30 million, which he wiped out with a $1 million mansion filled with 200 servants and a stable full of 19 racehorses. His uncontrollable spending, along with some lawsuits, ended in his bankruptcy in 1996.